Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fachrizah Fitra. I am the student of State University of Indonesia, Program Pascasarjana, English Education Department. I am from Class D. Now I'm going to present my materials and the subject is Discourse Analysis. I will present my material about features and Grice Maxim in transcript. Take a look. This is the agenda. The first is introduction. I will explain the background of the transcript. The second, features. The third is Grice Maxim of implicatures. And the fourth, the last is transcript. That is the heart of this presentation. I'm going to explain to you all about the transcript, about the features and Grice Maxim analysis. Okay, introduction. The transcript tells us about the conversation between Venia and Salma. They are students of Pesantren Umusabri Kendari. The recording was taken on the 19th February 2020 by the member of Seahorse Group Warsita Umia. And the duration of recording is 10:26 seconds. This is they as features. The first one is cohesion. Cohesion is grammatical relationship between parts of a sentence essential for its interpretation. Second, coherence. The order of statements relates one another by sense. The third, intentionality. The message has to be conveyed deliberately and consciously. The fourth, acceptability. Indicates that the communicative product needs to be satisfactory and that the audience approves it. The fifth, informativeness. Some new information has to be included in the discourse. The sixth, situationality. You can simply impress your audience and add a unique zing and appeal to your presentation. And the last, the seventh, intertextuality. Reference to the word outside the text or the interpreter's schemata. This is the Grice Maxim of implicatures. The first is quantity. Make your contribution as informative as is required. The second, quality. Do not say what you believe to be false. Do not say that for which you lack adequate evidence. The third, relation. What is relation? Relation is be relevant. And the fourth is manner. Avoid ambiguity, avoid obscurity of expression. Okay, now we are in transcript. Take a look, you can see the conversation one. The conversation talk about the day. In this conversation, there are two features and one maxim Grice maxim. What is the features? The first one is the words Friday on turn 1 and weekend on turn 3 are showing it that both of the words are acceptability because Salma and Venia admitted that the day in the conversation is Friday, then tomorrow is weekend. And the fact that is true that civil servants are weekend on Saturday. Second, the word of Friday from the utterance of Salma on turn to say, today is Friday. It shows situationality because it describes about the day. And the maxim is maxim of manner. In the talk exchange above, it was found that utterance, yeah, it's Friday, and turn to, she was followed maxim of manner because she was trying to make her contribution, Venia, to become clear and avoid misunderstanding of the listener. So in this conversation, there are two features. The first one is acceptability, and the second is situationality. And about the maxim, Grice maxim, only one, that is maxim of manner. Okay, next. Transcript, the second transcript, yeah, conversation two. We can see in this conversation, I have found three features and one maxim. What are the features? First is intentionality, second situationality, the third is cohesion. And about the maxim is maxim of relevance. Okay, I will explain. And the talk exchange, the conversation was talk about meeting. It shows intentionality because when Venia on turn 6 told Salma there will a meeting on Saturday, she purposely and clearly say I had meeting and she just want to sleeping beauty in her bedroom while she was laughing. You can see on turn 7. And the fact she must not do that because she must go to work and attend the meeting. Second, the way Venia explained to Salma on turn 8, it does show situationality. That on Monday to Saturday is the day what they are working, and Venia described to Salma that Saturday was no time to sleeping beauty, but there will a meeting on it. And the third, the talk of Salma on turn 9, the utterance, oh, I forget about it. The word of it does show the feature of cohesion because word of it refers to the day of their work days. And the maxim is maxim of relevant. Why maxim of relevant? Because in the talk exchange from conversation 1 on turn 3, the utterance, tomorrow is weekend, it was relevant to question from Salma on turn 5. What are you doing on Saturday? The utterance may call violate maxim of relevant because the topic talk about the day. Next, okay, conversation 3. In this conversation, I had not found any features, but I have found three maxims. What are the maxims? The first maxim is maxim of quality. The second is maxim of relevant. And the third is maxim of manner. The first one, maxim of quality. In the talk exchange beside, when Venia asked to Salma on turn 10, do we have a party? Then directly both of them said, yeah, wedding party. On turn 13 and 14, after Venia reminded it, the party on turn 12, it shows maxim of quality because it was clearly said the truth and there was no ambiguity. They were assumed to mention Mr. Bakri's wedding party, and when Venia asked to Salma again on turn 16 and 18, will you come alone? Then Salma answered, my friend will come with me. It was expected to be sincere and said it as the reality. Second is maxim of relevant. When they both were talking about Mr. Bakri's wedding party, then Venia was directly asked to Salma twice on turn 16 and 18. The utterances, will you come alone? That showed maxim of relevant because that is relevant to what had been said before. The third is maxim of manner. Venia was be brief and orderly asked to Salma about Mr. Bakri's wedding party. From, do we have a party? Will you come along? And the last, she said, okay. After all of her questions were clear and has been answered by Salma. The word okay is the maxim of manner. because there was no question more that she wanted to ask. Okay, conversation 4. In this part, I have found 2 features and 1 maxims. The features are intentionality and acceptability. The maxim is maxim of quantity. In the talk exchange beside, the way Salma asked Venia about who did she accompany to the wedding party of Mr. Bakri and turned 25, the utterance, or with your another partner. In that case, she was purposely asking that to kidding and mock her because she was laughing when asking it. So it is kind of a feature of intentionality. Features of acceptability is shown too in this conversation. On turn 27, Salma was assumed not to say anything that directly said, of course, until Salma heard Venia said on turn 26, the utterance, I come with my husband, of course. In the fact, Venia has husband, so of course she would come with her husband, not with another person to the wedding party. And the maxim is maxim of quantity. The conversation was talking about wedding's partner. When Venia answers Salma's question, how about you? She followed the rule maxim of quantity, which the utterance, yeah, should try to make a contribution, one that is enough information, not much nor little. And when Venia said, yeah, I come, it made Salma still confused and coughed wrong information. So Salma asked again. In the last conversation 5, I have found 2 features and 1 maxim. The features are informativeness and situationality. The maxim is maxim of relevant. In the talk exchange beside, when Venia said, maybe tonight I will go to the Lipo with my husband and turn 22. On turn 32. It can be understood that word the Lipo is kind of a place like mall in somewhere where Venia wanted to buy heels at there. So it shows the feature of informativeness. And the word tonight is kind of feature of situationality because it describes about the time which Venia will to go out with her husband buy heels. Maxim relevant. In the talk exchange above, when Salma asked question to Venia, the utterance, do you want to wear heels? On turn 31. Then Venia answered, maybe tonight I will go to the Lipo with my husband. On turn 22. Actually, both of the conversation is not connecting between the question and the answer, but the kind of question from Salma asked to Venia, it has its relation. The reason why Venia wanted to buy or wear new heels because she wanted to wear it to the party. So it shows maxim of relevant because it still was talking about the wedding party areas and it continued from the conversation for that talk about it. Okay, I think that's all from me. Hopefully my presentation and my materials will give benefit to us. The last word, mardatillahi nabatagi wa husnul hitamin antahi. Wallahul muwafiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.